Hello, join us as we go live to Venezuela. Today, the defense minister of the country, Vladimir Padrino López, is set to offer a balance of today's command and also control and communications exercise that was held throughout the country, but especially in the capital city. Let's listen.
Nobody has make a pause here. The cohesion work, preparation of the people, the operation of the forces, training of the militia, it is a work that keeps on every day, every day. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you cannot see it. Today our commander-in-chief at the midnight ordered us, as he is used to make a deployment, a drill, on the framework of this Independence 200 plan, to high the level, because we have to remember we have done some different category drills. We started with the calling the people from Venezuela, an effective calling, with a popular, notorious effervescence on the streets, registering on the militia. The militia went to the headquarters. We went to the communities. Last week we were sharing with the same people on that line of unity, national unity, facing just the election and the popular consultation. All this is union for the country. That is why there is not pause, and there won't be a pause. We are going to keep on to prepare ourselves to defend the country in all ways. Whatsoever the threat is, the intensity, it doesn't matter, the proportion, for anyone. That is why we have different scenarios, different hypotheses. We studied with the superior major staff almost daily. The military threat that is deployed on the Caribbean, not only to Venezuela, but all the Caribbean and the Latin American region. I was saying that this is a heightened, because every day we're going to optimize. We have done something maneuver, campaign in Paro Island. Those were campaign maneuvers, exercises, drills with the deconcentration of means, drills with administration of disasters. We have done all that kind of drills, and there are more to come to optimize the national state. The national state. The army on one side, the people on the other, the militia on the other, the security organs, the police, the risk systems, all the state systems to face an aggression from the North American enemy, if they have to. It deals with it. That is the command, control, communications, the different commanders of the defense system, from region, from zones, operative zones, which are in front of this deployment. They are in their position, different positions, with their officers, looking for the vitality of command and control, not to lose it in case of an aggression against Venezuela. Command and control to lead the whole nation, the people, to organize the people. Even when our commander-in-chief has said and commanded, he has foretell which are the tasks we have to do in the midst of any particular aggression, local or a big scale. So the National Bolivarian Force are with a high moral. We have seen we're doing what we like to do, what we know how to do. It is high the level of morality the soldier, Venezuelan soldier, its officials, its commanders, superiors, are doing what they learn at the academies. They are doing what they learn in the capacitation units. They are doing what they learn in the training school to guarantee the peace in the country. So that this drill, in spite of more than that, to study, to get ready, it implies the deployment of the means, ballistics means. We have called it a superior phase because it takes drills that we have done, but in an integrated way. That's the vision of this. And we're going to do it today. We're going to do it tomorrow. When we're going to make a balance, we have to say also that all the directions organs are working on. Today, casually, the National Assembly, they are talking out about the final phase, about this special law for integrated commands for the defense. That's the name it's going to have. What does that mean? That the state, as such, its institutions are going to be integrated to the armed fight. So there is a line that is going to be in charge in all that is economy, production, all that is the things that internal order, the protection of the basic services, and the fighting that is for the Bolivarian army. All is a big net that we have to articulate, and that we are optimizing every day, every time we make a drill with of this nature. So we have deployed most 200,000 soldiers in all the territory for this drill, and I have to say that this is not going to undermine the control on what we are doing in strategic. We are fighting against all threats, the drug trafficking, terrorists, the ones that want to operate are trying to operate in our territory. We are giving a proper answer, and the people from Venezuela has to know that Venezuela is covered, protected, defended by the Bolivarian forces, leadered by the commander-in-chief Nicolás Maduro Moros. Well, all the threat continues, and the South commander has resigned. So, are they fracturing? Well, what happened with the commander of the South Command, I have no details. It is too crazy to speak about it. But I am sure that I can say this with responsibility, but I am sure that inside, in the U.S. Forces, there are big contradictions, that they see a different reality that is different to what they were created for. I think that the forces of the United States are being used as mercenaries to kill. They have said that their speakers, they have said, we are going to be deployed in the world to kill, to assassinate. That's what they are doing here. They are assassinating people, being or not narco-trafficking. They are helpless people, and killing without any trial. It has had a reject, international reject, only in the international forums, in the United Nations, in our multilateral organism, human rights, but also inside the U.S. there is a reject, a notorious reject against this disproportional use, illegal use of the military forces of U.S. against the people from the Caribbean and against the peace in the region, Latin American region. So that I think like USA, they have to the military forces from USA. I always speak to the people from USA that this is something that is absurd, contrary to the morality, to the civility of what is supposed to be we install in this war from the 21st century to go against the war, against violence, against genocide, against the killing kids. So we reject that, and I think that inside the USA there is a reject too against the barbarism, the imposition of the by force changing regime, governments in all the world, and imposing by force, and imposing two democratic models. So we sovereignty, we say that we defend our independence, our self-determination. They have to overcome their internal crisis. We are ready to develop our democracy, our strength with cohesion and unity, and in spite of that, a strong state to answer any attack against Venezuela. General, that's what you mentioned was also being known in this fourth summit of the Caribbean countries. There was a document with more than 50 points that they call this region as a peace zone and defend the multilateralism. There are more nations, people that call for peace against one nation. Yes, you see the word that is effervescent. Big, powerful countries are calling that they are against this aggression, this intimidation, this threat, making dirty the Caribbean waters with hate, the intention to make the Caribbean Sea a sea to the U.S. interest. The world is not seeing that with good eyes. In the other powerful countries, the big forums, United Nations, the Commission for the Human Rights have said again that they are against this situation. And here in Venezuela, the reject is over the 90%. It goes over the 90%. All the people against people is against this aggression on Venezuela. This fascist that they pretend to make policy in Venezuela, calling for invasion to Venezuela. They do not exist for us. They are not Venezuelan. They themselves, they lost their nationality. They lost their nationality. That is a reject, unanimous in the world against an aggression and against what they are pretending to do, to be like the police of the world. And we in Venezuela, here in Venezuela, we are firm with the Bolivarian ideas, independence, liberty, and sovereignty for our people. Just right now, this phase so important is activating. Well, this is a continual situation. There is no pause. Since it was announced and it was prepared and done, this deployment on the Caribbean with ships, missiles, aiming to Venezuela, there is responsibility of the chief of state as a supreme leader of the nation, the president of the country. He ordered to prepare the nation to face this aggression, because this aggression is not only is faced with the consciousness or the love to country, but with the national union, and that is what the president has called a big national unity of all sectors in the country to face this horrible thing that they want to instrument against the Venezuelan people. We love peace. We love deeply peace. We don't want war, not here or not in any part of the world. But if they touch Venezuela, just go through the street, go through the headquarters, to the militia units, and you will see a people that is ready to defend this country till death. These are declarations of Vladimir Padrino, General-in-Chief, making a balance of what has been after a few hours. This superior phase was activated.
We are live at this hour to Venezuela. Defense Minister of the country, Vladimir Padrino López, is offering statements, is offering a balance on today's command control of communications exercise throughout the country in the framework of Independence 200 plan. In this scenario, the minister assured this was a successful exercise because of the broad participation that proved the national cohesion, where also there will be no pauses in the defense of the nation. This is what he said. This is all for the moment, but stay tuned with TeleSUR English because we're going to keep updating you on all the latest information from Venezuela.